Hi, my name is Louie. Today I've got
Damon with Premier RV.
What is it? Shorty week?
Making fun of my height?
No.
Oh,
the motorhomes,
yes,
Damon.
yeah,
Jeez, Don't be so sensitive.
Yes, it's Shorty week.
Shorty week.
All right.
All right. Today we have a 32-foot Country Coach.
Pretty rare coach.
Allure. So
Yeah, 30766.
get ready for the phone calls on this one.
Yep.
And we had the 34 and the 36, but the 36 looks like a guy came in this weekend and he's going to buy it. So.
Yeah, sold.
So these don't last very long, so these shorties, they go quick.
They do. They're hard to find, especially a 32.
Yeah, remember the floor plan name on this? Springsport. Because I just told you.
You did.
But, all right, so we're going to do a really good video on this 32-footer, very rare, hard to find. But again, we're always in our indoor showroom. Today it's raining a little bit here in Oregon.
It is. We're
So
on the other end of the showroom.
It's nice to be in here.
Yeah.
But we're always looking for well-maintained diesel pushers.
Yes.
And this one definitely fits the criteria.
Yeah, it came in last week and Thursday or Friday, and we looked at it. And
all we've done is wash it. We haven't done anything else on this coach. So, again, Jack's kind of a part-timer here, so it's Monday and we got to get a video, so we figured we'd do this one.
It's good he came in.
All right, where do you want to start?
Let's start at the front.
Actually, Jack's going to do a little walk. He's going to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do your thing,
cut.
Jack. All right, so the Springsport 32-footer, that is a double slide, right?
It is. Yeah, opposing slides in the living room in the front. So no bedroom slides, 2 in the front.
Yep. And what's nice about it, we left the slides out because look how high they are.
Yeah, this started in 2001, year before. So even with the slides out, you have full-size bay doors that open really nice to give you great access. That is a one clean LP tank.
Yeah, speaking of fuel tank here.
Yes.
110 gallons.
Yep.
Dual fill. But back to the propane, you're right, it is clean. And what is that, 32?
31.3.
31.3.
Yeah.
But so above the propane tank, you have your synchronizing valve, which is going to keep the HWH slide rooms in sequence right there.
Yeah, so they move straight.
So that's going to supply pressure to each cylinder, right?
Equally.
Equally, so.
We got a sewer hose holder there for a spare sewer hose.
Look how clean that is, though. This semi-monocoque 32-inch slide, though. That's one of the first things we look at is, rust, right? I had a guy calling me out on a different coach. It says, "Does it have any rust?" I said, "If it had rust, it wouldn't be here." So, but no, extremely clean. Just wanted to point that out.
Did you see that somebody's added a floor under the propane tank, Louie?
Yes. That was open to the outside world,
It
but
was.
now it's not. So that's not bad.
No.
I think it's good.
You can store stuff in there.
Yeah. We got a dual directional tray.
So this, slides in and out either side, dual directional. He's got his own carpet in here, but it's clean, rust-free.
One pass-through here on a 32-footer. Do you remember the wheelbase?
32-footer is 195.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. We can go look.
No, I'm just making sure you're on your A game today. So we have an outlet out here. So if you want to put a TV or anything like that, freezer.
And coax and telephone, in case you want to hook up to DSL.
All right, so what do we have for here? A little storage?
Yeah, a little bit of storage and access to the water heater.
So on the other side of that is going to be your holding tanks, and fresh water is what, probably 100 or is it 90 on this one?
It is 100 fresh, 73 gray, 59 black.
So it's a little smaller than the 63, huh?
A little smaller.
That's, well, for 32, it's got to be a little smaller,
Yeah,
right?
to compensate somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So the refrigerator is we'll talk about that inside, but 12
Service
volt.
panels.
12 volt.
12
remember?
volt. That's right. He changed it.
Yeah. And we have a hot water heater
Yep.
or a water heater that will be hot.
LP or electric.
Simple coach, so propane furnace,
Yep.
and that's nice. So pretty simple coach, but really good chassis with a semi-monocoque and independent front suspension. These are newer tires in 22.
They are, yes. 22.
And did you notice the graphics here, Damon?
They've been added to. Someone added some pinstripe.
I think the guy was a painter or something because
Yeah,
he did pretty good, but
He did. The red stripes.
this is tape.
Yes.
So, and he added it here. So all this other stuff is paint, but they added some pinstriping, I guess. So if you like it, keep it. If you don't, take it off.
Blow dryer and take it off.
Blow dryer.
You got a slide out topper with a window awning on the front and then a window awning back here in the bedroom. All the batteries are going to be in this bay. So the left side is chassis, and the middle and right are house. They're maintenance free.
And you're gonna have a little pull down awning here, Damon.
Yep.
Looks like the fabric's in really good condition, and then that's what this hook is for.
Yeah, it's not frayed and it's clean.
So it's extremely clean now. All right. And bring this back up. You know the secret on this, so this doesn't flap in the wind, is you kind of go at an angle here.
That's it. The bigger secret is you open the window and just reach out and do it.
All right.
This is the chassis service bay with the battery disconnects, intake for the 350 Cummins ISC, and your fuel filter and water separator.
Couple fuses here for the chassis. Disconnect right here for house and chassis. Couple breakers here. You know what that is right there, right, Damon?
The chrome plug?
Yeah.
Is that the DSL receptacle, Louie, or is that the block heater?
That's the block heater.
Oh, okay. How about below it? What's the yellow?
The minder?
Yeah.
That's tell you when to change that air filter.
Very good. All right.
Come on, pal.
Passed.
Jeez. 10,000-pound hitch. Nice and clean. 350 Cummins. 8.3 liter ISC, right?
1,050 foot-pounds of torque. So we got a little pocket rocket.
Yeah, so that's, you know, a lot of the coaches out there have that 5.9 or the 6.7.
6.7, 340 horse, 360 horse. Yeah.
This 8.3 is.
Yeah.
So.
Great engine. Looks like the AC compressor has been replaced recently. It's brand new looking. And the rest of it is clean and dry.
Yeah, the back cap's nice.
Looks like the camera's been replaced.
The other thing is this is a one-piece roof cap.
It is, yeah.
So. Side-mounted radiator. This is a steel radiator back in 2002. So short cord connections here.
Yeah. You got another window awning on this side of the bedroom.
Yep.
We'll get into the plumbing bay.
Nice and clean. Water pump is behind that access panel right there.
And then in this bay, there's a white fiberglass panel on the right that unscrews, and that's where the whole house water filter is. This is the opposite side of the pass-through storage with the dual directional tray. Generator exhaust pipe. And the generator, this would be the second year of the 8,000 Onan Quiet Diesel. This one has a little over 500 hours on it.
Well, that's inside, right?
Yep.
500 hours, huh?
Yeah.
Not bad. 2 roof airs up on the roof. So your hydraulic pump for the slides right here, HWH.
Yep.
Got a small air compressor here. Got windshield wiper fluid there.
And some more fuses with a label.
All labeled, which is nice. Color coded, numbered. You know, Country Coach built their own wire harnesses back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front cap looks really good.
Yeah, they took the coach armor off, which they did a nice job, and filled it with these to hide the holes. But that front looks brand new paint, huh?
Yeah.
And those coach armors are kind of a pain to wash.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
We normally take it off, but he already took it off, so that was great. But looks like all the marker lights are in good condition.
They are. And if you want to change the headlights, 1989 F-150 Ford.
Yeah.
Should we climb in?
Yeah, let's go
All
on the
right.
inside. All right, we made it inside. What do you think, Damon?
Pretty clean coach, just like I remembered from last Thursday.
Yeah, 67,000 miles, 391.
Wow.
Asking on this coach is 89999.
Okay.
But lots of updates done. The TV's been updated. It is an LCD, but you could put an LED in there, smart, if you want it.
Sure. Yeah, the hard part's done.
And you mentioned earlier the generator hours is 1,200 actually.
1,228 on that 8,000 watt quiet diesel.
But none of the windows are fogged or creepy seals or anything like that. So really good condition. The seating, I really like that sofa there.
Yeah.
The dinette. So pretty cool. That table, we'll show that here in a little bit, but it pulls out. But he's updated the backup camera with this bigger monitor.
Yeah, so we got the nice color backup camera with the new camera in the back cap. And then one thing that we just never see, it has dual leveling. You can level this motorhome off of jacks or air. So this coach probably went to HWH at some point in its history and had leveling jacks put on.
Yep, because the factory would not do it.
And it's the same pump as the slide rooms. So that is your pump for the jack. So it's a fairly easy swap to do that. And then they changed the panel so it's got dual leveling. So you can level this on the air or leveling jacks.
I think they had to make some modifications to the ride height valves, though. They had to reverse them, or there was something unique in order to get the space to put the hydraulic jacks in it.
Okay.
But no, that's pretty rare. I could only think of 4 or 5 customers ever doing that, and
Yeah.
taking it to Iowa HWH headquarters there and doing it. So
I had one.
yeah,
And they were doing aerobics or something and said it was moving too much and jumping around like monkeys in the motorhome, so they had to put jacks down. But if you use it like a normal person, then they're fine. You don't need jacks. But
so you're saying don't do your aerobics
they
inside,
were
do it
doing
outside.
yeah, they were doing
Yeah,
some.
that's hit the pavement.
I think everybody's doing yoga today, so they've calmed down on the jumping. We got a smart wheel, which this is first year for the smart wheel, Lou, 2002. Wipers and cruise are on the steering wheel.
Driver and passenger seats, excellent condition. Look at the
Excellent.
dash, Damon. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and it's got the cabinet down here, which Sean Davis did. It's got these latches, so it's nice and deep.
Yeah, he's the one that started that, and then he's a cabinet maker down the street. He's been in business forever.
Yeah, good guy.
So you could always tell by what type of hinges he uses, huh?
Yep,
So
those plastic latches. Well, here's a bit of trivia for you, Lou. Trace inverter.
yeah.
When is the first coach number when you went from Invertrix to Trace? Changed the brand of the inverters. Remember that?
Yeah, it's been a while, but what are you trying to get at here, Damon?
This is it. 30766
Oh,
is the first coach. They started to not do Invertrix and went to the upgraded Trace inverter. So, and it still has the original inverter, and they are great inverters. So it's lasted
I think it has a Magnum inverter though.
Oh, so maybe it's just the controller.
Well, didn't we? I'd have to go look.
We didn't.
Maybe I'm
look at
thinking
it.
of a different
coach because you got to take the panel off to see the inverter on this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a different coach. So yeah, we'll take that back. All right. So yeah, maple cabinets. They're very popular in 2002. Solid cabinets.
They are.
On all the Country Coach product back then. So
day-night shades. There's your day, and that is clean. Looks great.
You know, the amazing part, this is all original stuff here.
It
so
is.
the carpet, sofa. So it really shows the pride of ownership and how well this thing's been taken care of over the years.
Yeah.
So.
And this O2 is, I think, second year you guys did the split dash AC, so the passenger has their own fan speed and thermostat.
Yep.
Which is activated by this switch that says passenger AC. So when you turn that on, it divides the dash in half, and the passenger can control their side of the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on just in the front 5 feet of this coach.
Most definitely. Now this has been upgraded with the wood on the entry. That's nice.
Yeah.
Take the shoes off and stuff. Yep. This makes into a jackknife sofa, so small little sleeping area. But good storage here.
Pewter hardware. It looks like they tried to do some kind of a copy of the Coma cabinet, Lou. What is this? What's going on over here? Is that to hang some glasses upside down?
That's aftermarket, so yeah, it looks like it's hanging.
It's a copycat.
Yeah. But not a bad idea.
No, they wouldn't rattle. They might slide up when you turn sharp.
Yeah. But pretty good sized kitchen for a 32-footer. You're going to have a 3-burner cooktop on an Allure. Again, we have not touched this coach, so.
Boy, that is a heavy piece of Corey in there.
This is
holy smokes.
This probably weighs 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So, wow. That's when they went to
half
inch instead of quarter.
First year, 2002.
The quarter they found was getting some cracks and stuff right here.
I remember that.
But
look at all these drawers. Jeez. Take me out of the knees.
now she hasn't cleaned this coach yet, but we'll put some of that beeswax right here. It'll hydrate this cabinet, make that white kind of go away. So now he did tell us something about the refrigerator. This is a newer refrigerator.
Yeah.
And it's 12 volt.
And he likes it. 10 cubic feet. So it's a decent size. It's made by GE.
Can't go wrong with GE.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah. All original tile.
Got a fantastic fan for the kitchen, cooking. Another one in the bathroom above the toilet. Then you'll have several pocket doors. So they got a travel lock on the bottom. So you can close off the bathroom and have a little privacy if you got some guests staying with you.
None of the tile is cracked. So
yeah,
really good condition. I'm not sure what they did here.
Shower door, maybe.
Oh,
there you go.
Brilliant.
And that's a good size shower. Jack could get in there.
For a 32-footer, yeah, that's impressive.
We got nice skylight too. We got 4,943 pounds of net carrying capacity on the Allure after 3 people, and propane and water, fuel filled. So
yeah, Country Coach weighed every single one of their coaches. They had their own scale and alignment center.
Yeah.
The Hunter Douglas. So we got
boy, some nice rollouts.
Pre-wired for if you wanted a washer dryer. This is where it would go. But most people want the storage.
Yeah.
So good storage. Look at the carpet in great condition, huh? So that must be the back side of the furnace right here?
Yeah, the intake of the furnace. I'm going to get out of here because that toilet room is also pretty big. Good counter space and porcelain toilet, foot valve controlled, so you can control how much water you want to use.
Queen size bed back here.
We got a queen bed with a lot of storage.
And the bed's facing north-south.
I am thinking these overheads were not original.
Looks like a Sean Davis thing, maybe.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Monaco did a lot of this, but I've never seen it in a Country Coach, but somebody's built these cabinets on both sides for a little more storage. Plus you have your nightstands on each side with outlets, radio on this side, I think light switch and generator switch on the right.
And you got two big drawers right here in the front that have a lock. Let's see. This lifts up.
Oh,
So they're not drawers now.
It's all storage.
Those are just fake.
2 folding chairs.
2 folding chairs, yeah.
This
Access
is really
to the engine.
impressive. Look at the way this is finished off.
Yeah.
In a lot of coaches, I remember selling these new, you'd do this and you'd see the engine and this would be all dirty and hot, and you could just tell these are so much quieter.
Yeah, they insulate that area very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little storage over here. Looks like the TV's been taken out. It was so small you couldn't see it anyway, so
Yeah.
13-inch back then.
You could put a 32-inch LCD and use this cabinet here.
Yeah.
It could be hinged, so you'd have some storage, some hidden storage. Maybe put a safe back here.
Yeah, that might be a little hard to do, but I'm sure you could figure something out good
Yeah.
there.
And then a wardrobe on that side with 2 drawers.
Yep.
All the owner's manuals. Smell that cedar from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing's clean.
It is, yeah. I mean, we just got this a few days ago.
Well, I have a feeling this one will not last long.
These 32s never do.
So we want to get the video done quickly on this one. Appreciate you watching the videos. Hit the subscribe button.
It's free.
Thank you.
Thank you.